Farm. Family. Community. This is Midwest Farm Weekly.
Good morning and welcome to Midwest Farm Weekly. I'm Elaine Wells. On the show today, an update on milk prices as farmers' expenses continue to rise. The Manitowoc County Fair just around the corner. We will meet the fairest of the fair and find out what is on the schedule. Plus, a local business working to boost the bee population, but they can't do it alone. Find out how you can help. We've had some very high temps this week, which means farmers, of course, work to keep their cows cool. Heat can be stressful for animals. They don't move around as much, and that can easily lead to dehydration. In average temperatures, cows drink between 35 and 45 gallons of water a day. That's roughly a bathtub full. So if a cow isn't getting up to drink, she can drop in milk production. Cattle do not sweat effectively, so farmers have a solution.
And we also use soakers where the cows stand and eat. The soakers will constantly spray water at them at different intervals, soak them, and then the fans will evaporate that water off, help keep them cool, and that's what keeps them comfortable here in the summer.
Heat could have a critical impact not only on cows, but farmers working out in those high temperatures as well. Large barn fans help to pull through that air, bringing a nice breeze for both cows and people. This week's crop report shows timely and widespread rain across most of the state, improved crop conditions, and increased our soil moisture. However, a few storms also caused some crop damage due to wind and hail in some areas. Corn is currently reported at 60% silking. That's 2 days ahead of last year, but 1 day behind the 5-year average. Corn condition, though, improved compared to last week's crop report. Soybeans are now observed at 74% blooming, barely behind an average year. The second cutting of alfalfa is nearing completion, now at 95% finished. Milk prices in Wisconsin continuing to fall. The all milk price for June was at $16.20 per hundredweight. This was $1.70 below last month's price and $10.10 below June's price last year. According to the latest agricultural prices report from USDA, on average, farmers got $6.24 per bushel of corn in June. That was 83 cents below June of 2022. Farmers averaged $13.90 per bushel for soybeans. That was $2.20 below last year. Meanwhile, Wisconsin farm production expenditures totaled $14.7 billion in 2022. That's over $3 billion more than 2021. Feed expenses jumped 48% and represented the largest single production expense in Wisconsin last year. The largest percentage increases were for livestock, up 70%, and farm improvements and construction, up 57%. The only percentage decrease from last year were for trucks and vehicles. Those came down about 19%. The age of lab-grown chicken is taking flight, you could say, at a famed D.C. restaurant. Diners will be some of the first people to get a chance to taste what researchers have been working on for years. CBS's Anna Warner shows us how labs could supplement farms.
Caramelized just like a regular conventional chicken.
The chicken they're cooking at Chef Jose Andres' Washington, D.C. restaurant comes not from a bird, but a lab. From chicken cells grown into meat here at the company Good Meat in Alameda, California.
We call it cultivated chicken.
Cultivated chicken. Company co-founder Josh Tetrick.
Cultivating meat is a way of starting with a cell and ending with chicken, beef, or pork without all the other issues in between.
This is the research and development lab.
It starts with those chicken cells.
This is our biggest bioreactor,
which are bathed in a nutrient broth in tanks known as bioreactors.
The genetic profile is the same as a slaughtered chicken.
Environmental advocates say cultivating meat is more sustainable compared to traditional livestock farming because it uses less water and land. In June, federal regulators approved the sale of lab-grown meat from Good Meat and nearby Berkeley-based Upside Foods. But some researchers say the environmental impacts of cultivating meat will need to be closely monitored as the industry grows.
Just by the virtue of creating this meat in a lab doesn't necessarily mean it's better for the environment.
And will people eat it? Most we asked did.
I mean, it tastes good.
Yeah, it's really
well
good.
prepared.
If you didn't know, you wouldn't really question it.
Yeah, I'd buy it.
You'd buy it?
I'd buy it, sure.
They say the chicken won't land in stores until this company figures out how to scale up production, and they say they're also starting to work on beef. Still to come, Wisconsin's bee population took a hit the past year. We'll meet a local business working to grow an interest in beekeeping. In today's Life on the Farm, we get an update on local crops from our contributor, Jeremy Hansen. Good morning to you.
Yes, good morning, Elaine.
You certainly get out to quite a few of our local farm fields, not only for our segment, but through your job at FETC. What are you seeing when it comes to crops?
You know, crops are surprisingly in good shape. I'm going to be the optimist here. Everyone's complaining, you know, for the amount of weather that we have or have not had. You know, I'm really happy with how they look right now today.
Okay, what do we need though in the weeks ahead? Because we are at a pretty critical stage, especially when it comes to rain.
You know, so August is the key month for rain. You know, soybeans need rain in August to get the pods formed. Same with corn, the grain fill. So the next month or so, we will we'll definitely see what the crops are going to look like. Yes.
Does this drier weather have any impact when it comes to molds and bugs and things like that?
And that's always a topic of discussion and argument on farms. You know, in drier weather, you think that the fungi do not grow as well, and the university does support that, but there is some health effects for some of the fungicides and plant growth promoters that people are still applying them. We're not giving up on the potential yield yet this year. So. And
your actually recent Life on the Farm story showed our wheat harvest is holding in there when it comes to yield. A little shorter, but we're still getting some pretty decent results.
Very, very surprised at the yield. Yeah. I'm very happy with what's coming off. So yes, it's great.
We love that you get a chance to visit some field days and see some technology in action. Drones being something that in the time that we've been doing this show have really changed, that you could maybe do a small custom crop like pumpkins. Now farmers are able to use them for much larger acreage.
Yes, and the technology is actually changing faster than we can keep up with, you know, so it's amazing, and getting those initial people that are in the industry to talk to us a little bit is great.
And when we're looking at, this was a field day, they said battery life has improved. We're able to have a few less batteries on hand, acreage, and the amount that they can carry, right?
Right, and they can carry quite a few, about 5 acres worth of product. So you just program it in and it does 5 acres. And if you have a 20-acre field, it's 4 rotations. It sounds pretty simple, actually.
Yeah. Do you see, Jeremy, a lot of your students that you work with looking at technology as a big solution for the future?
I have several that are invested in the drone technology, yes, and they're looking at doing a whole bunch of things from cover crops to fungicides to even, you know, herbicides and insecticides on smaller scale stuff. So
doing more with fewer people involved. And that also lends us to one of your recent stories. You highlighted a new way to fertilize that doesn't require a driver at all, but this is on the ground.
Right, and that an autonomous fertilizer applicator, and we were putting some just wastewater through it, you know, and just you program it and RTK it with the guidance, and it goes and makes your own corners, and you can do 120-acre field at a time. So it's just fascinating, and I was very happy to get invited to that field day.
Yeah.
So.
And is this allowing farmers to access their crop as it's growing in a different way? We're not necessarily driving on it as often, or we're able to apply nutrients in smaller amounts more frequently?
That is definitely one of the benefits. You know, we're putting liquid on a growing corn crop, so we don't normally do that on a large scale when corn or other crops are growing. So this is a way to follow the rows and keep things fed when they need it. So
we think about back to school this time of year. Is your team taking on new students through FETC?
We're always looking at new students. We're trying to maintain relationship with our old students and get ready for our next school year. But you know, we don't really ever stop.
It doesn't stop year round, at least for those in the Ag Business Department. Well, certainly, Jeremy, we appreciate the work you are doing as a partner of ours through FETC. And if you want to catch up on a few of those Life on the Farm segments you might have missed, you can do that online. wearegreenbay.com. Just click on Midwest Farm under the News tab. Thanks for being here.
Yes, thanks, Melaine.
All right, thank you very much, Melaine. We are now into August, which means we can look back on July. And at least here in Green Bay in the Valley, we are sort of trying to get back on track precipitation-wise. Of course, with thunderstorms, one area gets it, one does not. But officially, the number's showing a little over 3 inches of precipitation in July. Now, that's down a little over a ½ inch. And for the month of July, we averaged a high of 83 degrees. And then we had an average low of around 60. What does that mean? Essentially, we were above average by just less than a degree when you consider the high and the low. It's actually the 3rd month in a row where we've had above average temps, but below average precipitation. Looking ahead to the new month of August, of course, we start to see the transition happen as we head into fall, and you really see it on the temperatures where we have an average high of 81 to start the month, but by the time we get to the end of the month, we're at 77. So more often than not, you're seeing highs in the 70s, and we typically see a little over 3 inches of precipitation. And we need every single drop as we head through this month. The latest drought monitor was just released here on Thursday, and you can see that we do have some improvement, especially north of Green Bay. Areas south and into southern and south central Wisconsin still in dire situation here with extreme drought conditions. We'll bring in the deficits, and this is going back to June 1st. So we're down over an inch for really much of northeast Wisconsin going back to June 1st, but you can see how these are much more significant deficits down across the southern portion of the state. And if you consider the month of May, where the entire state was down considerable amounts of precipitation, we are still hovering in that area where 2, 3, 4 inches down if you go back to May. How about going through the next 10 days? We are anticipating somewhere around 1 to 2 inches of precipitation. Again, this is an averaged model, so hopefully we can get this to come to fruition. But the hint is that we are anticipating above average precipitation. And then we're going to coincide that actually with cooler than average temperatures expected on the whole across the western Great Lakes as well, at least through the middle part of August. We'll continue more with Midwest Farm Weekly right after this.
Welcome back. A big congratulations to the team at Dairy Cares of Wisconsin. At their annual garden party, they raised more than $400,000 to benefit Children's Wisconsin. This money is used to improve training and access to critical medical care for some of the youngest patients in our state. A new report shows that honeybee colonies in our state are down compared to the same period last year. Varroa mites, the #1 stressor for operations with 5 or more colonies in all of 2022. So how do we improve the health of our bee population? Craig, Heather, and Ashley are here from Let It Be in Greenville. Good morning to all of you.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us. You know, when I saw this report, you guys came to mind. Certainly I've visited your store before, and you are such advocates for this industry. Introduce us to your business and why it's important to you.
Yeah, so Let It Be, we do everything from the woodenware, so for beginner beekeepers, we have all the supplies for them to get started, as well as a lot of products that come from the bees themselves, the beeswax, the honeys, different things like that. So,
can people do this on a small scale if they are just interested about it?
Absolutely. Okay. So we have a lot of hobbyists that start out with 1 or 2 hives in their yards. We have them, a lot of them in Appleton, different surrounding cities, as well as the Green Bay area, things like that.
We've been talking a lot about the dry weather on the show today. Are bees impacted by our lack of rain?
Yes, absolutely. So the lack of rain, of course, the flowers, the alfalfa, things like that are not going to be blooming like they typically would be. So those dry temperatures and such and high temperatures are not necessarily that great for the bees either.
I've heard about the mites before. Certainly it was referenced in that new report. Explain to me briefly what the problem is with the mites and how they affect bees.
Sure. So the mites are actually going to be like a wood tick for us, but on them that they pick up in different flowers and such. So they bring them back to the hive and they carry different different types of viruses, things like that, that end up in the bee population and such, so which can have a major effect on those colonies. So we just manage and maintain the lowest counts as possible.
If someone is interested in beekeeping, now's the time of year to get prepared because we're going to start those new colonies in spring?
Correct, yes. Now is the time to get it ready. We will do classes in the fall starting, and then starting in January, February, March, we are preparing bees and getting them ready to come up, and we will distribute bees right around that middle of April to the middle of May timeframe.
Ashley, in the meantime, we can enjoy the fruits of, I guess, their labor and yours to a degree, right? Talk to us a bit about the retail side of your business where we can just stop in and grab some honey products.
Yeah, so we have a bunch of honey products out here to show you today. We do have all of our honey that we harvest from our beehives. So there's a bunch of different flavors. Come around so I can see them. So there's Tupelo honey, that's from Tupelo trees down in Florida. Raw honey, just your normal honey. Orange blossom honey, our bees go to Florida in the winter. So we're able to harvest some orange flavored honey when they come back. We also do little mixes, habanero and jalapeno honey if you're into hot honeys. Also honey spreads in a bunch of different flavors. Honey candies, a lot of people love those. Some different flavored honey sticks. If you're into flavored honeys, we have a bunch of different flavored ones in the store. All of the learning things as far as honeybees go, bee books. We have all of your bee supplies that you might need. Lip balms, homemade We home make the lip balms and we home make the candles and such too. So even if you're not a beekeeper, you can stop on in, support the bee population, and check out what we've got.
Heather, this can give people a great jumping off point, because certainly it's an important part of our ecosystem to have bees, but this can really turn into a business for someone.
Oh, it truly can, and that's what I do as a marketing coordinator. I help promote their business, throughout the community and networking, because the bees are such a good thing for the environment, and people are asking daily to learn more about it. So that's where we kind of get out and help out with that. So.
I gotta know about the lemonade. You said this is a new product.
Yes.
Yeah, so we have a new product just coming out actually this week. So we fresh make this. It is honey lemonade. So if you're into lemonade, especially with all the hot temperatures, stop on in and try some.
You just got to put a lid on it so the bees don't fly in, right? It'll intrigue them as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Craig, you can connect us as well. You have a number of local organizations that can help us through this process, right?
Yes, absolutely. So we work with a lot of the bee clubs in the areas as well. So we work with Brown County, Winnebago County, Midwest. So lots of different bee clubs, and those are all actually on our website as well. Heather posts those as well, so we keep up in contact with all of those. So depending on the area you're from, we will have those local clubs and such for those resources.
Well, hopefully next year our report can say our population has doubled, thanks in part to the work of folks like Let It Be in Greenville. If you're looking to connect with them, they've got that great retail space on Municipal Drive. Thanks for the work that you're doing to educate and grow the bee population.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having us, yes.
Welcome back. The Manitowoc County Fair has my vote for the most creative theme, Pirates of the Carrots and Beans. It had me cracked up this morning. Here with details on this fun event for families, Janelle Shelton from Manitowoc County Expo, and the fairest of the fair, Emma Dvorak. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
That is quite a theme. It's
yes.
a good one, Janelle. Why is it important to brand the fair as something? This has been such a long-standing tradition.
Well, honestly, it's been a lot of fun this year. We had a billboard competition that just commenced. A lot of our clubs get involved in it. And some of the billboards that you'll see throughout Manitowoc County were wonderful. They had definitely incorporated the carrots and beans. They had one with one of the, I think it was a carrot that was with a knife, poking at the bean off of the ship, and some that were laying out on the beach, some beans that were on a beach in a towel. I thought they did a great job, and we have a great board that goes out, our fair board that goes out, does all the judging for us, and they do just such a wonderful job. But it really helps us, even in the barns, throughout the grounds, on getting that theme incorporated and making it a lot more fun.
Janelle, talk a bit about your path to becoming the fair. I'm sorry, Emma. Yes, Janelle is here as well. But Emma, talk about that path. It runs in your family, from what we understand.
Yes, so I actually attended my first Manitowoc County Fair at 4 months old. I was attending when I was in my mother's belly, and then, of course, attended the first August. And I have always been active in 4-H. So I still am. I've been in 4-H and Star Splitters for 13 years. Wow. So this is my final year showing as a junior fair exhibitor. And actually, this is a cheesecake that I will be bringing to the fair for exhibition day. So yes.
So a well-rounded fair experience for you.
Yes.
You've participated in a lot of aspects of it.
Yes.
Why do you enjoy and look forward to this week of the summer?
Oh my goodness, we're actually 20 days away from the Manitowoc County Fair. I am counting down, but it is truly the last week of summer fun. And that is something everybody has their own fair story, and I'm able to share mine, and I'm able to listen to others share their stories and their passions. So it's something that we can all come to celebrate the last week in August.
Yeah, Janelle, as we're looking at some of these great pictures, a lot is included with admission at your fair.
Yes, it's a $10 unlimited carnival rides are included, which is a big sell for us. So it's a $10 daily admission. It includes the unlimited carnival rides, the grandstand shows, all of our music that we have during the week of fair, the Sea Lion shows. We have Louis' Comedy Circus that's there with throughout the day. He has daily showing, and we have pony rides, parking, everything. It's all included in that $10 daily admission.
I'd imagine there's a lot of Wisconsin dairy in here. Any other secrets you're willing to share with us?
We have so much at the fair. It's quite a variety. We have everything, especially in the exhibition building with our exhibitors. We have all the way from like photography to baked goods and home furnishing. So it's really, there's something for everyone, whether it's something you're just coming to look at or whether you're exhibiting or showing animals at the fair.
Do you like it when people come up and talk to you and ask questions?
Yes, it is it is such a rewarding job at being fairist, and I am very sad to be giving it up soon, but I am loving to be able to talk with these people all over Manitowoc County and be able to connect about something that we all love. And there's so many different aspects about the Manitowoc County Fair. Some people just come for the food. Some people are only here just showing their one steer. And so there's something for everyone, and everyone can find their own little thing.
All right, in the last 30 seconds, food we have to eat.
Food, the cheesecake.
Well, the cheesecake. What's your favorite, though?
My favorite, I love Sattler's has the best baked potato, and I like Blue Barn cheese curds. They actually, it's because of the fries, not because of the cheese curds, but we have some great food. But also the Anthill Mob, they have in the variety tent, they have dollar hot dogs.
Here's the dates, the 23rd through the 27th,
Yes.
$10, all of these goodies. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.